Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Between the Ropes. I'm the Commissioner Brad Barnes here, and we're interviewing Timpossible today.
How's it
Appreciate you
going,
coming
Brad?
in, buddy.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
All right. So we're going to ask a couple questions, just like what we've been doing.
Yeah.
All right. So first question I have written down: where did the name Timpossible come from, and what does it represent? I mean, I know this wasn't like a '90s cartoon show or anything. I thought you
Yeah,
got it from.
yeah.
I hope not.
Well, it started, we were at training, we were trying to figure out an idea for me, and a buddy of mine goes, "You should go with Tim Possible." And everybody was like, "Yes, that's it. That's what you're doing." And I was like, I don't know if I really want to do that, but I got no other better suggestions. So, but what I learned over the years is what is Tim Possible now is I know so many people that suffer through anxiety, depression. But for me, it's getting out of the bed every day. What is going to make it possible? That's where the influence comes from now because, I didn't realize that I'd be going after the heavyweight championship when I decided to come back after 17 years. But I was like, I'm going to see what's possible with this adventure that I'm about to take. So that's kind of what it's about, just making something possible.
Well, you mentioned coming back after 17 years. Why did you come back?
Midlife crisis? I'm just kidding. It started because I had got a phone call. They were like, "Hey, we want to do a tag match, but you're the only one we're worried about not doing it." And I was like, "I don't know why I should be the one worried about not doing it. I would love to come back." I was like, "Just give me some months to train." I left years ago because I got hired on the fire department, and really the fact is, like, I was worried that I wasn't as good enough with the calls that I was getting. Like, I was traveling Georgia, South Carolina, and stuff like that, but the pressure of it kind of got to me. So I used the fire department as a way to get out of it, and I regretted it so much that when I got that call, I was like, I've got to prove myself that I can actually do this. And so, as you know, with age,
Mhm.
that experience and that just not caring as much, it has a lot to do with it. So
Very, very true. Well, you actually got through that first match with the Impossible Trilogy.
yeah, that's gonna be an easy name to change.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
So, what is your thoughts on Chris Kamikaze? I know we all have our own thoughts,
Yeah,
but
right,
what is yours?
right. Chris is a very intense, very talented person, but I don't know why he has to use the chair with every match. This is a guy who was up for best technical wrestler of the year in the state of Georgia,
Yeah.
but all I've seen is a chair being used. So I'm fine with this impossible trilogy because all it's going to do is make me more endurance. It's going to make me stronger. It's going to make me better in the ring. So when I finally get that chance to have that match with Chris, it is going to be fireworks. And I'm not going to let up on him because I understand he is holding on to that title with everything he can. And he is already worried about it because I've beat him once. So I know how this is going to go, and I'm okay with it. Bring it on because I want that fight. I want to just test myself for this and see how much I can handle and overcome. So bring it. I'm fine with it.
Well, how do you prepare for like? I know you got two more matches on this
Mm-hmm.
trilogy, of course.
Yep.
You don't really know what's coming at you. You don't know who's coming at you, or any of their background or who to study or anything. How do
Right.
you do that?
So the first match, I thought it was going to be one on one with Justin Ramey, who's extremely talented.
Mm-hmm.
Then the surprise come up of, oh, that, by the way, 2-on-1 handicap match, they don't have to tag. So after that match, I've actually studied as many types of matches there is, and I'm just going through scenarios in my own head. Maybe it's the anxiety of the unexpected. I don't know, but I'm just trying to prepare for just the absolute worst that this guy's going to throw at me because I know you will, Chris. I just know it. So whatever,
But
bring it.
but with the types of matches that anybody can kind of adjust to the types of matches. It's
Yeah.
mainly the person. Have you been studying like as much film as you can with everybody on the roster, or at least everybody that's been in this area? Or
Yes, if I'm not in a match, I'm watching matches. Just like when I came back against Ryan Marks, I knew what his finisher was. I knew it was the Sister Abigail And so what did I do? I worked on a counter for it just in case I needed it. And it paid off because that's how I ended up getting the win. So I'm trying to study Chris's moves and other people's moves just to see what I can bring to the table and counter with that. So I can, because I know it's going to be stacked against me, but it's just what I can do to control it. And I'm just going to keep fighting.
I got you. Was there anything else you want to tell the fans or Kamikaze or anything in the last thoughts?
Let's see. Yes. Chris, whatever you throw at me, I'm going to keep getting up because I have already done it. 8 chair shots, and after each one, I kept finding a way to get to my knees just to try to get up. The 2-on-1 handicap match, they threw everything at me, and I still got up and got the win. So I will be ready for you. Brad, it's been a pleasure, man.
Appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
buddy.
Have a good evening.
You too, buddy.